Hello, and thank you for joining today's webinar for the NextRise 2021. I am your host, Jose Serrano, the Startup Program Manager at ACCIÓ Catalonia Trade and Investment. We are the agency for business competitiveness of the government of Catalonia. From our headquarters in Barcelona and our 40 overseas offices, we connect Catalonia to the world. We started here in Korea since 2012. And today, we will know more about how Barcelona is building the future through the startup ecosystem. And we will take a look into the open innovation, thanks to the participation of our distinguished guest. I want to welcome Mr. Oriol Sanz, the Startup Director of ACCIÓ Agency. Also, we count with Ms. Mariona Sanz, the Director of Girbau Lab. And also, we count with Mr. Tang, the Director of Technical Program Management in Zobele. Firstly, let me introduce the Director of the Korea office, Ms. Lee. Isoyan Nim, would you like to share your opening remarks?
안녕하세요. 카탈로니아 무역투자 청한국사무소의 이희연 소장입니다. 저희 카탈로니아 세션에 관심을 갖고 방문해 주신 여러분께 먼저 감사 인사 말씀 전합니다. 또 이런 자리를 마련할 수 있도록 많은 협조해 주신 무역협회에도 이 자리를 빌어 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 바르셀로나를 유럽 내 주요 스타트업 허브로 자리매김하기 위해 10여 년 전부터 카탈로니아 주정부는 스타트업을 전략 사업으로 책정하고 생태계 조성 등의 많은 노력을 기울이고 있습니다. 현재 바르셀로나는 유럽 내 런던, 베를린, 파리, 암스테르담의 뒤를 잇는 스타트업 허브 5번째 도시로 특히 ICT, 바이오텍, 인더스트리 4.0 등 딥테크 스타트업들이 전체의 64% 이상 모인 강력한 생태계를 구성하고 있습니다. 저희 카탈로니아 무역투자 청한국사무소에서는 카탈로니아 기업의 오픈 이노베이션, 한국 기업의 오픈 이노베이션을 위한 스카우팅 지원, 한국 투자자 VCAC의 스카우팅 지원, 스페인의 법인 설립을 희망하는 스타트업 지원 등의 업무를 하며 한국과 카탈로니아의 스타트업 분야 교류가 더욱 활발해질 수 있도록 다양한 지원 활동을 하고 있습니다. 관련하여 카탈로니아에 관심이 있으신 경우 편하게 연락 주시기 바랍니다. 오늘 웨비나에서는 카탈로니아에서 참가하는 그룹 소벨레와 그룹 지르바오가 각사의 오픈 이노베이션 프로그램에 대해 자세히 설명드릴 예정입니다. 이번 행사를 통해 우수 카탈란 기업들과 디스럽티브한 기술을 보유한 한국의 스타트업 기업 간에 좋은 시너지가 창출될 수 있기를 기대해 봅니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you so much for your words. So now let's begin. I would like to introduce our first speaker, Mr. Oriol Sanz. He is the Startup Team Director of our agency, ACCIÓ. He has coordinated the agency's support programs for investment in startups and financing of R&D. He counts over 12 years of experience in funding, alternative finance, accounting, and financial management. Hello, good morning, Oriol. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning, Jose. Thank you for organizing this webinar. Thank you, Ms. Lee, and thank you, NextRise, for organizing it and allowing us to share what's going on in Barcelona with you.
Thank you. So please, the screen is all yours.
Okay, thank you, Jose. So well, I'm going to make an overview of what's going on in Barcelona, Catalonia, and then I'm gonna explain you some of the services that we offer to startups and mainly international startups. As we've seen in the video, the Barcelona ecosystem is the 4th EU startup hub, and according to Startup Link, this ranking is quantified by the quantity of a startup, its quality, the business environment, and the critical mass. Another thing that we would like to share and outline is that Barcelona is also the 2nd favorite EU hub to set up a startup. This has been asked to already funders that have already set up a startup, and the question is, where would you like to set up your next startup? So Barcelona comes in the 2nd place in Europe. What else? We are the 5th EU scale-up ecosystem. Okay, so in number of scale-ups, we are in the 5th position. And Scale Up for this ranking is a company that has raised more than 1 million euros, according to European Scale Up Monitor. Here you can see some of the main tech scale ups in Barcelona. Then another thing that we would like to point out is that Barcelona is the third EU hub in terms of funding rounds. So that means that in number of rounds, Barcelona is at the third position. What is true is that other places have raised more money, but in less deals. And one thing that we can say on 2021 is that the Barcelona ecosystem has already raised more than 1 billion euros, which is a record for the best year in the history, and we expect to overcome that in the future. And this is going to set up like a very nice field for our future. Okay, so the main sectors where startups operate, as you can see, ICT is the first one. Then we have leisure, which includes travel tech, media, and gaming also. And then the third one is health. Okay, so you can see that we have a kind of diversified economy with some kind of specialization in startups. Here you can see like a summary of what I said and things that we consider important. The number of startups is increasing. There are a lot of startups related to Industry 4.0, which is very related and linked to the backbone of the Catalan economy, which is industry. We are a very international playground. We have 26% of the employees are from foreign origin, and the 20% of the founders were born overseas. So that's a very welcoming place in order to reach the opportunities that Catalonia offers startups. Another thing is that we already have like 1,700 startups in our hub, which is a place that you can find startups and you can collaborate with them. You know, you can start opening innovation processes with them. Those startups employ over 17,000 people. 85% of them believe that this year their sales are going to increase, so they are optimistic about the future. We have very experienced founders. Okay, we have because 45% of the founders have previously set up another startup in the past, so at least they have the experience. So things should go better due to their experience. Okay, and now I'm gonna explain you what services can we offer to startups, and we're gonna start with information services. As you can see, in the second place we have the Barcelona and Catalonia Startup Hub. Its web address is startupshub.catalonia.com, where you can see all those startups. Then we would like to explain you that we have a very strategic collaboration with Barcelona Tech City. Barcelona Tech City is a technological association of startups. Here is the main building, which hosts like 100 people working for a lot of startups. And now they are increasing their strategy of creating urban campuses around town. And now they are setting up the health hub, which we are going to be there, and then a mobility hub. Other hubs are sustainability, for example, fintech, and some other verticals that we believe that they are key and strategic for Catalonia. Other services that we offer, we advise on funding, we advise on obtaining the AC support, which is technology-based equity from the European Union. But what we are more focusing right now is we help the lending of international startups. Okay, so if a startup wants to land in Catalonia, the first thing that we can offer is a place to stay in the Pier 1. We have some room for international startups, so we offer them this free installation for up to 3 months. We also allow them to use an access to talent tool in order to hire talent. And we also offer them a connection to the ecosystem using Barcelona Tech City or our own context. And also we can offer them some kind of also interesting context with administration or permits or whatever is needed for those startups. Here you can see some of the Korean companies that are already in Catalonia, some for some years, but others from those last year, for example, Smilegate, which is the video game developer. And we would like to prioritize ICT, Industry 4.0, biotech and life sciences, and medtech and mobility, as we've said. Okay, last thing, one interesting thing that we are doing related to open innovation is creating those fields or those places where companies, corporates, and startups can exchange and can achieve some kind of relationships. And one thing that we do is we use the international fairs that happen in Barcelona, for example, the AESE or the Mobile World Congress, and we embrace into a brokerage event. Okay, you can see some of the figures right now. Today is starting our brokerage for the AESE, and then it's going to continue till the beginning of July for the Mobile World Congress. Here, last year, for example, that we launched this brokerage event in another fair in the Tech Spirit Barcelona. More than 1,000 meetings were held with more than 1,500 participants, and there were 77 corporates plus investors, and the 75% of the participants were startups. So we already have quite a good experience from 2018 that this corporate or brokerage event started. And finally, here you can see some of the companies that participated in those brokerage events. So we invite you to be aware of what we do and also join those brokerage events. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Oriol, for the presentation. So you explained about the ecosystem and how it's growing. So what do you think are the future challenges of the ecosystem?
Well, all ecosystems around the world have more or less the same challenges. Okay, the challenge is access to capital, access to talent. But in the case of our ecosystem, one of the main challenges is that we wanted to potentiate and increase the number of deep tech startups and also life sciences startups. Okay, this is one of the main goals that we have, and this is one of the challenges. And another challenge is that we would like companies to scale up quicker. Okay, and in some cases, those startups should be listed in the stock market. That nowadays that we have seen exits, but not in the stock market. This is a thing that we lack. We currently lack.
Okay, thank you so much for your insights. So yeah, let's now welcome our second guest. She is Mariona Sanz, responsible for the strategy and management of Girbau Lab and the market strategy of Girbau Group. Girbau Lab is the open innovation platform to bring new opportunities to Girbau thanks to disruptive innovation, looking for advanced knowledge, new technologies, new materials, or new business models, which offer future impact to the laundry sector. So good morning, Mariona. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you very much to you, to ACCIÓ, for inviting me to this seminar, and also I will be very happy to participate in the NextRise conference.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Please let me know if you see the presentation.
Yes, just you can start yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Yes, please let me know if the slides goes. So yes.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect. So Girbau Lab is the open innovation platform of Girbau to transform the laundry industry. So our objective is to add value to our laundry industry clients based on innovation. So we want to increase synergies with the open opportunities coming from outside our company, coming from mobility workers, from an increasing from startups, from knowledge, from technologies, in order to develop these external ideas and to also to make our internal capacities afloat. Okay. So what is our value propositions? What do we want to build? So we want to build this with these external opportunities, win-win relationships, and we want to offer them to all these external actors real market opportunities. So we want to transform this knowledge, these technologies in real market opportunities and offering our capacities as a company. And what do we have? We are a company that we manufacture laundry equipment, and we have manufacturing facilities in Spain, in France, and in China. We also have an international network of 15 international subsidiaries, and also our distribution network arrives to more than 100 countries. We have 65 references of products and solutions in the market. And our own team of engineers to develop our own products and solutions. We right now have more than 155,000 solutions installed in the world running, and they are cleaning every day more than 25,000 tons of linen, which is a lot of capacity that we offer to all our partners when we are doing this innovation. What are our strategic challenges? Our innovation is in three main areas: digital transformation, circularity and sustainability, and human wellness and health. Digital transformation to improve our efficiency as a manufacturing company, but also to be much closer to the final consumer and to the final user, which means also a transformation of our business model, going from a manufacturing company to a more service company. And we are using and applying different technologies. IoT, we have our own platform for IoT with all the machines connected, and we analyze the data that's coming from this machine in order to provide new services. We work on robotics, we work on augmented reality, virtual reality, and 3D printing, and etc. Sustainability and circularity, what we want is to provide the best solutions or the most sustainable solutions in our market, but also to build new business models on circular, much more circular, to build the complete circular laundry. And this is all related with water and energy savings and use of different alternative technologies and energies, and also to profit from the waste and recovering the water and recovering the waste of a laundry. And finally, the third vertical is the human and health, human wellness and health, because we always say that at the end of our process, there are always people that needs to be clean and they have their own clothes clean, and this provides wellness and provides health. And we are working very much on introducing new natural elements on the laundry process, reducing the chemicals, adding new textiles and working on new textiles, and also adding new properties to the linen during the laundry process. Our ecosystem, we built a complete ecosystems around us to bring us opportunities, and we work very much at the international level because we are a global company and we work in all over the world. Also here in Korea, we have customers that we work with them very close. And we have relations with different actors such as Barcelona Tech City, as Uriel already mentioned, is a key partner for us as well to connect to the digital wall of startups in Barcelona, but also other actors such as ISADE, the business school, or Elisava, or IQS, etc. We also work on talent attraction because we consider that innovation brings us the opportunity to attract new people to our company. We have a website, everything. We create quite an awareness about our platform. And here you have some examples of different projects that we have right now. We have our own program of entrepreneurship internal that we are supporting entrepreneurs to build new business ideas. Also, we are developing call for startups with, in this case, for digital business to transform the laundry industry. We have in several investment operations. This is one of the startups that we have invested. This is My Poppins. This is a project that we have with Elizaba that we work to profit from waste coming from the dryers, and we transform this waste into paper. Also, this is a project in terms of digital and to integrate an application to talk to our machines in a vended store and also to pay remotely the machines. And finally, this project is about water recovery and filtering microplastics. Okay. And what is our challenge that we want to work here in the NextRise? We want to build a complete green laundry, and we want to apply digital solutions to build this complete green laundry to contribute to the circular textile model. So, for example, we are looking for digital solutions to increase remote services, solutions to increase circular textile market knowledge, touchless solutions in a vended store, optimization of operations and logistics, tracking of textiles, remote monitoring of laundry equipment for consumption and management, intelligent maintenance, predictive systems, and any other solution that contribute to this purpose of creating the complete green laundry. And that's all from my side.
Thank you so much for the presentation. So, well, we can see that Girbau is an international company, and it's connected to the most innovative ecosystems worldwide to identify those disruptive solutions. And of course, there is no doubt that Girbau is also an active player in the Barcelona and Catalonia startup ecosystem. So, in your opinion, what advantages do you find having the Girbau lab in Barcelona? What are you taking from this ecosystem to improve your open innovation program?
So as you see, we are building this ecosystem with key partners around us to provide us with the opportunities. And it's lucky that we are in Barcelona because it's a very powerful ecosystem that bring us a lot of deal flow and startups that are approaching us. And this is very interesting for us because we are always looking at them and evaluating the opportunities that come from this ecosystem. And what I see is that this is not only a local ecosystem, it's also a very international ecosystem, and all the startups that are settled in Barcelona has in more or less level a relation in terms of international markets or international talent or technology or whatever, and this is also very important for us.
Thank you so much. So we also can see that Girbau has a clear commitment to sustainability and a circular economy in the textile sector. So to achieve that green laundry model, you mentioned different digital solutions. So can you highlight 2 or 3 that you are really looking forward to finding in the NextRise 2021?
Yes, for example, we are looking on solutions on technologies that could help us on identifying, for example, the textiles very automatically, because we are facing a new area where all the textiles will be recycled and reused, and we need to create automatic systems to to start thinking on or operating and sorting the textiles very easily and in an industrial scale. And for example, all what is related to identification and tracking of textiles would be very important for us.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm very sure that you will be able to find great startups here in Korea, and they will definitely improve as well the ecosystem in Barcelona and the solutions of Girbau. Thank you so much, Mariona, again.
Thank you to you. Thank you.
Thank you. So, well, let's move now to our third guest from the company Zobele, a world leader in the business segments of air care and pest control, a global player in health and personal care and fabric and laundry care. We have today Mr. Tang, the Technical Program Management Director. He is responsible for collaborations with startups, technology partners, and customers in Asia. Mr. Tang contributed more than 15 years to various product development projects and was appointed to technology innovation positions for research and development of mobile communications products. So, hello, good afternoon, Mr. Tang. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me to join this webinar.
So please, the screen is all yours.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Thank you. So yeah, we can see perfectly.
Okay, so let me introduce the Joint Win program of Sovely. So Joint Win is the name of the START program in Sovely for acceleration of the product development and the business growth of the startup. So in fact, some of the innovative products that we're offering to our customers are the successful cases of Joint Win. Sovely is a worldwide business partner that provides innovative and cost-effective turnkey solutions for many leading global home care brands. In fact, products manufactured by Sovely are easily found in many major supermarkets under the brand of our customers. Our company is actually part of the KDC group in Canada and can provide consumers with the expansive suite of manufacturing and packaging solutions. KDC1 Group has a net revenue of $2 billion and 25 manufacturing plants and 22 R&D centers, design and creative facilities. The group has more than 800 customers, including many global home care, personal and beauty care brands. With our headquarters in Italy and more than 7,500 employees globally, Sovely has more than 100 years of history and has annual turnover more than $700 million. The company has 8 manufacturing plants in Americas, Europe, and Asia. We also have 5 development centers located in Italy, Bulgaria, Mexico, China, and India, and also 2 innovation hubs located in Barcelona and Singapore. With our core capabilities, our companies can offer one-stop shop solutions, including product design, engineering, prototyping, testing, as well as global manufacturing and supply chain to our customers. The Joint Win program is a solution program for startups and is actually aiming to develop innovative home, health, and personal care products for Sovely's customers. Sovely will support our partners with product engineering, prototyping, testing, manufacturing, as well as sales and distribution. With the program, we can accelerate the product development and business growth of a startup and can create win-win-win situations among our partners, Sovely, and our customers. Under the Joint Win program, there are different models for collaboration between Sovely and the partners. Model A is a one-stop shop model in which Sovely will invest and support the partners in product engineering, manufacturing, sales, and distribution of the products. Since startups may not have access to many global brands or retailers, Sovely can also use our global sales network and sell the new product to our customers. Depending on the maturity of the innovative solution or the strategy of the startup, Sovely can also collaborate with our partners in different business models. Our company has a systematic process for innovation and product development. Once the startup joins the program, we'll set up a project team and invest our design and technical resources to work with the startup to further develop and transform the new product concept or technology into product design, which fulfills the business, technical, and feasibility and also usability requirements. There are also investment in terms of technical resources for product development, design refinement for manufacturability, and also for cost optimization. Also, we'll invest in prototyping, testing of the new products. Our companies also support the distribution of the new products in different countries. Sovely has also invested in tools and production line and equipment for mass production. While managing the manufacturing of the new products, our company can also coordinate the sales and distribution of new products. So with the investment from Sovely and leveraging our systematic approach, the startup can actually accelerate their business growth. Our company would like to invite a startup to join the Joint Green Program, and the following are the 5 areas of interest. Firstly, we are looking for new solutions in premium water treatment. Besides purifying the water, the new solution or technology should be able to bring additional benefits to the consumer, such as improving the taste of the water or adding flavor or well-being benefits. We are also interested in innovative air purifying solutions, which can improve the air quality, purifying the air, and also remove the airborne pollutants. Actually, we're particularly interested in new solutions which can remove or kill bacteria or virus in the air. And we're also interested in new technologies or solutions which can monitor the air quality and inform the consumer the level of the air quality. Healthy home is one of our strategic business area, and we're interested in the innovative sanitizing and disinfecting solutions in terms of new format, new formulations, or active ingredients, and new dispensing or even portable solutions. We're also interested in the sustainable solutions such as the refillable system and the new technology or solution for surface sanitizer and disinfectants. In air care area, Zobele is interested in the new air care solutions which can bring extra well-being benefits in the consumer, and actually also the innovative solutions in aromatherapy. We're also interested in the innovative solutions or technology for smart air care products, which allow personalization of scents, notification of end of life, and intensity control. As a major air care product manufacturer, Zobele is particularly interested in new dispensing or diffusing technology for air care applications. As reference, this is the catalog of our company for air care products, which includes the products with different formats, including static diffusers, aerosols, and electrical plugins. Demand of the market, sustainability is one of the key drivers for Zobele's innovation and product development. Our company is interested in innovation solutions for refillable products of product formats which can generate zero waste at the end of life. We're also interested in new sustainable material from renewable sources, or new material which is recyclable or biodegradable. We're looking also for innovative sustainable solutions for packaging, which can actually reduce the plastic use If a startup is interested in the Joint Win program, she can actually contact me or my colleague Matthew Bocot in Barcelona for more information. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tang, for the presentation. So we can see that Zobele's Join and Win acceleration program is very well defined. And also Zobele has established 2 innovation hubs in Singapore and Barcelona. So could you share information about any recent success story of a startup participating in the program?
Yes, actually we have a recent successful case with a startup in Spain, which is called Bala. That company has the patent technology of concentrated surface cleaning tablets. So consumer just need to actually add water in the dispensing bottle, and also add the tablets into the bottle, and the tablet will turn the water into surface cleaning solution. The technology enables process saving and also reduction of emission during the supply chain. So Sovely has a commercial agreement with this company to sell the products with our sales network, and also actually have a joint development agreement with the company to develop new products for our customers.
Thank you so much. That sounds very interesting. I hope that you can also identify new startups during the NextRise to join the program. So once again, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Okay, so well, it was a pleasure to have all of our guests with us in this webinar. So this concludes the webinar. Thank you for joining us today. And well, please, if you're interested in knowing more about the challenge, the programs, or exploring the opportunities of the ecosystem, please contact us. So we hope to see you soon. Thank you.